What's good, everybody? We are back. Welcome back to the channel. And listen, hey, it's not just any other Friday, right? It's NBA Friday and it's March Madness Friday, the second one of the year. And we have an absolutely packed and stacked slate. So tune in, okay? So it's pretty much basketball, and more basketball, right? Great time to be a sports fan. And then baseball just got started yesterday, by the way, if you guys didn't notice, okay? So one of the best days of the week. Real quick on the recap, guys. Last night we got back on track. We went 2-1 on our free plays. DeRozan, that was the losing bet, but he went off, had one of the best games of the season, pretty much. So can't control that, right? You're gonna have massive outliers, but we still went 2 for 1 to get back on track. And now listen, today is a big day, right? It's not just because of the slate, but it's because I've got three VIP plays on top of the 3 free plays, okay? So that's going to be dropping today. I'm telling you right now, these plays are some of the best spots I've seen pretty much all week, okay? It is a stacked slate. I'm not kidding you. If you're not, within the VIP group, you're going to want to fix that immediately, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to get in for free in just a second. Hit that subscribe button right now, drop a like on this video, and go check out my winnable page. Link is in the description. Free membership or VIP. Today is the day you need to be plugged in. So let's get into it. Just before we do that, real quick, if you guys are not on Better or telling these plays on Better, you're leaving money absolutely on the table right now. Don't miss out. Up to $200 in bonus bets for free right now for any time for new users that sign up, okay? So if your entry loses, they're running something called a $200 no sweat entry where you get 2 anytime tokens. If one entry loses, you can run it back again. So it's like betting insurance. If you scan the QR code here on the screen and use my code +1, that's PLUS1, download the app, that'll unlock the offer, okay? Also, I'm going to sweeten the deal, as I had mentioned earlier, where if you send me a screenshot of you signing up with my code to the phone number you see here on the screen, I will get you guys free VIP access to all of my VIP plays for 30 days, okay? So that's an offer you guys don't want to miss out on. If you're already on Better, check out Novig. Novig's another platform. They have a great promotion right now. You spend $5, you get a free $50 deposited to the sportsbook, to your account. Okay, if you use my code PLUSUNIT, that's PLUSUNIT, and you send me a screenshot as well, that's also going to unlock your VIP access for 30 days. Okay, so don't miss out, guys. Don't leave money on the table. Don't make things harder than what they have to be. Okay, that's not what we're into doing. Okay, all right. First pick of the day. I've got Jared Allen. I'm gonna go with Jared Allen over 7.5 rebounds. He's going against the Miami Heat on an NBA Friday night, packed night. If we look at Jared Allen's, analysis real quick, Jared Allen is listed, if he does not play, the pick is Boyd, but there's a possibility he may not play, of course. But if he does suit up, this number is absolutely there for the taking. Allen is averaging 8.5 rebounds on the season, okay? So he just has to get 7.5, right? So that's kind of a light number, or 8 boards essentially. He just had 9 rebounds against the Brooklyn Nets, and he's been one of the most reliable rebounders in the entire league this year. So his physicality and, attacking the glass and his length, I don't see why that would be an issue. We're just going to have to monitor the injury report, but I think that's a steal if he plays over 7.5 rebounds. Looking at the numbers over the last 5 games, if you bet on Jared to get over 7.5 rebounds, you would have won 60% of your bets over the past 5 games because he's averaging right at 8 rebounds, a median of 9. Over the last 10 games, you would have gotten 80% of your bets won, or your slips won with Jared Allen. Closer to 10 rebounds he's averaging over the past 10 games, and then over the past 20 games, it's even higher at 75%. Head-to-head matchup, let's check that out real quick. Looks like he played the Heat 2 times this year so far, and he went essentially 1 for 2. The last matchup in November early in the season, he had 10 rebounds. In the game before that, 2 weeks before, he only had 7 rebounds. But hey, that's early in the season. We're not worried about that. How the Heat fare against opposing centers across the league, they're bottom 5 in rebounds allowed. So that's another high compelling stat line, guys. You can go ahead and lock that in at over 7.5. Just monitor the injury report. The game starts at 6:30 Central Standard Time, wherever you guys are at. So just keep an eye out on that, okay? The second pick we're going to go with is Cam Johnson, over 13.5 points and assists. Not just points, but points and assists. I think we had him on a slip a few days ago, earlier this week or last week, and he kind of let us down, but this includes points and assists, not just points. So he's going up against the Utah Jazz, a weak team defensively. So Cam, you know, they say he's been on a heater for the most part. He's kind of been up and down, but aside from that last showing that he had where he only put up 13 points, but he was expected to put up, I think, 17. He only put up 13, but hey, that's all right. We're going to go with that. If we look at the numbers real quick, over the past 5 games, he's hit the number 80% of the time, 4 of the last 5, as far as over 13.5 points and assists. Over the past 10 games, he's hit it at an 80% clip. He's averaging right at about 17 points and assists. Over the past 20 games, he's hitting it 65% of the time over the past 20 games. So, you know, right at 14.5. So he's over the number, essentially, by about a point or an assist. Head-to-head matchup, let's dig into that. He's faced the opposing team only once this year. Earlier in the season in December, he had 24 points and assists. And the Jazz, as far as how they fare against opposing power forwards, taking a look at this, they're worst in the league. They're like the last team in the league as far as allowing assists against opposing power forwards. And they're bottom 7 as far as points allowed against opposing power forwards. So great stat line to bet on. That adds another good reason to lock that in on as your second bet, okay? So the last bet we're going to go with is Ajay Mitchell with the OKC Thunder. He's a guard going against the Chicago Bulls. That's over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So Ajay Mitchell, let's kind of talk a little bit about him analysis-wise. Essentially, Ajay Mitchell just came back from a 20-game absence due to an abdominal strain and a sprained ankle. In his very first game back, he immediately went off for 24 points and 3 assists and 2 rebounds in just 29 minutes. 24 points in a return game. So before he got hurt, he was averaging 14 points, 3.7 assists, 3.5 rebounds per game. And that's over 21 points, rebounds, and assists combined on a season average alone. So he's fully healthy. He's motivated. I think he's going to lock in. I think him compared with SGA, I think that's a good combination. So going against the Bulls team, let's see. The minutes, I think he's going to get enough minutes to hit that number. I think it's a fairly low number. So how he fares against, if we look at the last 5 games, I know he was out, or he had been out, but over the last 5 games, he's hitting that number at a 60% clip, averaging about 18 points, rebounds, and assists. The average is just under the current number at 18.5, but the median is 19, so we're not worried about that. Over the past 10 games, he's hitting it at a 70% clip, where his average is a bit higher at 20.4 points, rebounds, and assists. And then over the last 20 games, he's hitting it at a 70% clip, averaging an even higher average at 21 points, rebounds, and assists. And how he fares against, or how the Bulls fare against opposing shooting guards across the league. They're bottom 7 in points allowed. middle of the pack in rebounds allowed, and bottom 5 in assists allowed. So that's a great stat line to bet on. Once again, lock that in as your third bet, third and final bet. Okay. Let's see. So I don't have anything else to share at this time, guys. Those are going to be my official plays for NBA Friday, March Madness Friday. Let me know in the comments, like I always say, let me know if you liked it, what you didn't like about what I talked about today, and if you're going to tail it or fade it, whatever it is. Let me know. I'd like to hear from you guys. I value your opinion, but I wish you guys the best of luck, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Later.